Hey, so welcome back to Canadian Chess. I had a game this morning, thought you guys would find interesting, so I'm going to show it here. Started off pretty typical. Play the Sicilian. I can bring you guys through that if you'd like, but I won't bother right now. Bring you to where it gets interesting, which is about here. So, at this point, he didn't really know what to do. And there's the old rule, if you don't know what to do, if in doubt, move a pawn. So, he did. I just continued developing because I wanted to castle. Again, he didn't really know what to do, didn't really know how to develop. So he's just moving his rook back there. I castled, make sure my king is safe. Again, moves his pawn, doesn't know what to do. Now here I had the option of I could start developing on the king's side, bring my pawns up. I've got my queen in place. I can bring my bishop in. I've always got my rook. But I kind of liked how safe that was, and I thought I had better positioning here. So I wanted to just keep going and focus sort of on this side where he doesn't really have any attention on it. And I've got nice open files. So next I put my rook in. He moved his knight in, which is a bit of a mistake. Doesn't really do too much. Easy to counter whatever he is doing because like he can't move here, or I take my pawn. Here I take that pawn. I don't think it really stops is if I were to try to move a piece up here, like a major piece, but yeah, obviously wasn't planning on it, so it doesn't do too much. And we keep going. It's looking pretty standard. I'm going to trade some pieces. Now here I moved that rook there because I wanted to double up my rooks and providing a little bit of a threat on a pawn, just a distraction, so he'll try to defend it with something as a bit of a waste of a move. I'll be able to get my other rook in place. Now that is where I was able to put my trap in place. He made that mistake. So I'll give you a sec. Feel free to pause it if you can find what I did. This was able to get me a couple points ahead on him. So I brought that there because if he were to capture me, I'd be able to retake. And I'm up pieces. Or if he doesn't, I have this nice pin. Can always move it up there, and I'll be getting either a knight or his queen if he does something stupid. He ended up capturing, so I recapture. There, he did that. I wasn't really too threatened. I'm going to lose a pawn. If he takes, I'll just recapture. So I thought may as well threaten a major piece. Just moved it out of the way. I didn't want to do that. And that also lines me up for if I want to move that up next turn and fork the knight and the queen. He, of course, takes. I was giving him a free pawn. Put that there just to threaten knight, make him move around a little bit. I was expecting him to have taken this pawn here. I was surprised he took that one, but yeah, still no effects. If he captures that, I recapture my queen. If he captures my rook, I recapture my rook. So his queen doesn't really do too much there. And this is where he started making some mistakes. So he puts his knight there. Pretty easy to counter. Just move out of the way. I chose to go here instead of there because eventually that's just a more open spot. He could eventually get his queen over there, fork me. It just saves me making another move later. Now that was a game-ending move because if my bishop here, it just gave me a free knight. Once he realized that, he resigned. So yeah, make sure that you don't miss those easy opportunities because your opponents will give them to you. Sometimes they just won't notice, and it seems like a common thing. They don't notice that pieces also move backwards. So if you get to notice that, your rank will go up an extra 100 points. I'll be releasing videos on here regularly, so if you had enjoyed this, then please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button notification if you want to see more. And feel free to always share. Let your friends know if you enjoyed it. Hopefully they can enjoy it too.